You often hear sort of people talking about Karens, and that's men or women, you know, sort of thing, or shouting and screaming all the time, and people call them Karens. Well, I thought, what's this thing I've done? What came to me is Shelleys, you know, and this is sort of joking way, but there's a bit more of a deeper meaning to this. And what do I mean by a Shelley? Well, a Shelley is a shell. It's someone that comes online and gives you a shell of themselves. They've got nothing internally to say to you, so they go online and you know, it might be a man with his top off or a woman in a bikini or something, just going, yeah, pulling silly faces. And it's almost like they're showing you their shell. They're showing you their shell because their depth of understanding inside themselves is so sort of surface layer that they believe that all they are is a shell, so all they show you is a shell. So again, pop on Instagram or whatever today, look down your feed, you'll see a million people, you know, have nothing to say, have no depth to understand. They're just literally showing you the outside themselves. And although by saying Shelley now it's sort of mocking them a bit, there's a real deep, because what you have to understand, these people, to me, when I thought of the shell thing, what I thought of, when really what they're not understanding is they're the pearl inside the shell. They're not the shell, and they don't even realise that there's a pearl inside their shell. You know, they're the pearl, they're the understanding, they're the meaning, they're the depth of, you know, of mind, body, spirit, whatever you want to call it, you know, that's inside the shell. But they're so detached from the truth of who they are inside themselves, they believe they're a shell. Yeah. So they only show you a shell. So there's quite a sort of, even though I've come to it and said, oh yeah, Karens and Shelleys, and it's sort of making a mockery of it a little bit, there's a deeper understanding to that. It's such a shame that they don't understand that they're the pearl inside the shell. Yeah? And they don't want to be the shell that they show you, but that's all they believe their worth is to be the shell. Yeah? But what we need to understand as people is, no, we're the pearl inside the shell. We're not the shell, we're not the outside, we are what's inside. Yeah? And if you think you're a shell and you go out to the world and shell, guess what? You're going to be treated like a shell, which is not what you want to be, because it's not who you truly are. So my advice to everyone is, find the pearl, because that's who you are. You are the pearl inside the shell. You are not the shell. Yeah? And if you believe you're the shell, yeah, it means that you haven't done the internal work to find the pearl, to find who you are. And the answer isn't to keep being a shell, because that's not really who you truly want to be, even though you pretend you do. What you really want to be is be the pearl, and you want to be seen as the pearl. Yeah? Well, first you have to find the pearl. Yeah? First you have to understand that you are the pearl in the first place. Yeah? And we as people need to stop looking at the shells, yeah? Stop trying to be the shells, and understand we are the pearls inside. Yeah? We are the wisdom inside, we are the understanding inside. And that's the key to life, is to find the pearl. Yeah? Yeah? When you just become the shell, you become a robot. Yeah? That's not who you are. You are the pearl inside. You are not the shell. Have a beautiful, beautiful